Coming up, we are busy at the office, at home, and online. Why working moms and dads are so quick to log on to social media.
All right, Mark, from Twitter bug presidential candidate Donald Trump to blogging suburban housewives, social media has become a daily, if not hourly, activity for people juggling jobs and families.
A survey by Working Mother magazine says working parents spend more time on the internet than people without children. Joining us with more details, editor-at-large Bettina Bush. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's interesting. Huh? You would think they wouldn't have the time.
You would think,
right?
but no matter how busy working moms and dads are, it seems that you just can't avoid the social media.
People get addicted to it, don't they?
They really do.
Yeah.
It's that fear of missing out and that easy getting things quickly, and it's a one-stop shop. One of the things that working moms and dads cite is that it's their way to keep up. They can keep up with friends and family and current events and what's buzzing and what's trending all in one place.
So when we do the breakdown of social media between working moms and dads, what did this survey find?
So we found that working moms and dads are on social media more than people without kids, which I thought was very interesting. And also more than half of them are aware that they're spending too much time.
They know they shouldn't be doing this.
Yes.
But there's no one to tell them. Get off your social media.
Exactly.
And what's the biggest reason? Why do they do it?
They want to keep up. And also they love to post about family.
Okay.
Family posts are a big deal, and people really do want to stay in touch with friends, and they want to share what's going on with their lives. The obvious reasons that you would think that working moms and dads want to be on. What's interesting is that 9 out of 10 of them are monitoring their kids' social media behavior, which is very important. And when you are going to be spending your time sharing about family, there are safety concerns that you really need to pay attention to. So we came up with some tips about that type of thing. Okay. Number one is you really want to make sure that you are not sharing locations so much and your daily routines, because you really do have to be aware that this is social media and you don't always know what eyes are on your posts, and you want to be careful about exposing your family or your kids to anybody who may not have great intentions, who's paying attention to where you are and what you're doing. You also want to think about your teens and tweens and allowing them to create their own identity on social media, letting them create their own story, because when you post things that you think are cute or funny about an 11 or 12-year-old, they may not think that's so cute and funny, and they may find it humiliating. So you really do want to talk to them about what boundaries you want to set as a mom and dad.
I do always ask them, is it okay for me when it comes to them that I post this?
Yeah, it's important because it does become, it's something that lasts, and it does become part of what shapes their identity on social media. So you want to be careful about that kind of thing.
The dinner table, the number 3, that's important, isn't it? Because you're also setting an example. Even though parents are secretly on social media apparently all day, at least when you're at the dinner table, you set that precedent.
We see this all the time. And across the board in parenting, when we're talking about parenting, we always say, I know you've heard me say this, role modeling. It's all about do as I say, not what I do, does not apply. They're going to watch what you're doing and they're going to mimic what you're doing. And rightfully so. You don't really have a leg to stand on if you're bringing your smartphone to the dinner table when your 5-year-old's watching. 10 years from now, that 5-year-old is going to be ignoring you on their smartphone. So you really need to be careful. And if you have the ones right now who have their own smartphones, set the rules. Make sure that you've set it in advance. They know where they stand with you. You know what the rules are for you, also what the rules are for them, and you move forward accordingly. And it can be a positive thing, but you have to make sure that it's all explained and laid out for them.
Did this show how it's affecting mom and dad being on social media this much? That's maybe the next study. What sort of,
No, it's
effect
true.
it's having.
The Working Mother Research Institute does these surveys all the time because we want to dive more and more into these things. This is the first generation that's being raised on smartphones and social media. We're learning so many new things. There's so much more to discover. So we are diving in there. We're getting more information as we go.
All right, good stuff. Once again, Bettina Bush, editor-at-large for Working Mother magazine. You can follow Bettina and the magazine on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to see you this morning. Coming up.